My first pick for Who's the Son of Perdition, the second person of the unholy trinity consisting of Lucifer, Satan, Devil, the Antichrist, and the Pope false prophet, is America's nemesis, Barack Hussein Obama. That's right, none other than Barry Soetoro. In this video, I'll briefly explain why he's the current top candidate for that dubious distinction, and also how he'll be moved into position to achieve the status of the world's most wicked quasi-human. Admittedly, there's a good deal of competition for that role, what with George Herbert Walker Bush still living, and that other George, what's his name, Soros, the reigning top Satanist in New York City since the death, finally, of that reptile, youngest of the Rockefeller brood, David Rockefeller. Yuck, thank God he's dead. But there's a whole lot more human-demon hybrids to fill the role of Satan's son, and I'll leave the roster up to the listener. There's just so many to choose from. All you have to do is turn on the TV and take your pick. But since my advice has always been to throw your TV into the dumpster, just consider all the others, deserving as they may be, as mere window dressing, false flag terrorists in their own right, but not quite up to par with Slimy Barry. The first major clue that he's the chosen one can be found in Luke 10:18, where Jesus declares, "I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven." Barak is Latin for lightning or thunder. The Hebrew transliteration for lightning from heaven is Barack Obama. I'll spell it for you. B-A-R-A-K space O space B-A-M-A-H. Therefore, the Lord Jesus Christ is saying, I observed Satan as Barack Obama. The second rivet sealing Obama's coffin is found in a Matthew 24:27 prophecy. Quote, "For as lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west." Unquote. Obama Soetoro was born in Kenya, Africa, in the east. Jesus is saying, Barak, i.e. lightning, will come from the eastern hemisphere of the world. Lightning Barak lied about the location of his heritage, of course, when he appeared in the West, that is, the western world of America. So, that was a fulfillment of Bible prophecy. Even more striking revelations from God's infallible holy word can be found in the book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 24, which speaks of 70 weeks appointed for the abolition of the sins of Israel and the restoration of Jerusalem. The next verse, 25, states there will be 69 weeks of years, i.e. 69 years, after the decree to restore the Jerusalem temple before the return of Jesus the Messiah. But in verse 26 it states that in the 62nd year there will arise an impostor, termed, quote, the prince that shall come, unquote. Prince is in lower case, indicating this verse is not referring to Jesus. This fake prince is the Antichrist, and the verse goes on to say that he will not only attempt to impersonate the true Messiah, but will also destroy the temple and start World War III. In 1947, it was decreed to restore the nation of Israel, after nearly 2,000 years of Jews having no place to call their native land. If you add 62 years to 1947, you arrive at the year 2009. It was on January 21st, 2009, that Barack Hussein Obama was sworn into office. This date is exactly 62 Hebrew years, based upon 360 days per calendar year, from the time of the issuance of the decree to restore Israel. Therefore, we see that only Barack Obama fulfilled this relevant Daniel 9:24 prophecy. Thus, unless there was some other significant world political figure who took office on that specific date, these verses of Daniel are all pointing to Obama as the future Antichrist. And there are other verses that can apply to Obama, such as Daniel 11:37, where the word states that the Antichrist doesn't regard the desire of women. Obama is known to be a fag, so he certainly qualifies on that count. That verse also states that he doesn't regard the God of his fathers, that is, the God of heaven, Jesus Christ, so we know that he has some Jewish heritage. Get ready, people. This son of the devil will soon be selected as UN Secretary General, and that will position him to make his move into the new capital of Israel, Jerusalem. It's there that he will shine like no other politician before, lying his way into the hearts of all the world's people and receiving acceptance by all the world's religions. For he's a hybrid, an amalgamation of races, religions, creeds, and political agendas. He's everything to everyone, and only he can pull it off. I wrote about it in my insightful novel, The Coming of Wisdom, a realistic portrayal of what to expect as we continue to rapidly approach Satan's long-awaited global microchipped New World Order. If the Antichrist turns out to be someone other than Obama, he better hurry up and do his thing. The worldwide dictatorship is coming together at lightning speed. The computerization of a global surveillance network is in place and already being implemented in the form of the Revelation 13 embedded mark the beast in the right hand of the lost and undiscerning. When will the Antichrist be publicly revealed? If the year 2051 turns out to be the end of the first phase of the Great Earth Experiment, and since the 7-year tribulation ends with the return of Jesus Christ, then expect to see Obama in the temple sometime in the years 2043 to 2044, that is 7 to 8 years prior to 2051. If I'm wrong about the date, I'm not wrong about the scenario, because it's written in the book of the end times, Revelation Prophecy, starting with chapter 4. Until then, live your life for the glory of God, as if every day is your last, because it just might be.